Me and some family friends have a Christmas party every year, which the point of it is it's a booze fest. We are all in our mid-late 20s and live across the country. It's all drinking games and people basically go from noon until crashing. In the later hours of the party this year, me and my family friend's new boyfriend essentially found out that he went to elementary school with one of my really good friends when he noticed the contact name when my friend called me. They live close, so I told him and another one of my friends who he lives with to stop by. When they arrived, the homeowner wasn't too keen on having new people in, especially since it was already like 8 to 9 and some people had already crashed. Now enter Nick. He's 22, in college, comes from a very patriarchal strict house, and his family is known for having intense drama and fights where people will hold grudges for months. He sees my friends and shuts the door in their face while we are mid-conversation, coming to the conclusion that they essentially aren't welcome. In my drunken state, I was confused why Nick wasn't even letting us finish our talk. My friends were totally understanding that they weren't being let in. I hadn't seen these guys in months, so I opened the door and stepped outside, finished catching up, and they left. I apologized to the homeowner immediately after and he said it was all good. Despite it being his house, he actually didn't care both in the moment or the day after and accepted my apology. I have had no issues with him and he isn't the one making me feel like an asshole. The night didn't last much longer and ended on a slightly awkward but also very intoxicated note. I was embarrassed that I invited them over without checking in with everyone but assumed it would all come to pass. A couple days later and my sister tells me that I should try to have a conversation with Nick because he had talked shit about me to his entire family and they were nervous that he was gonna hold some grudge against me. This family is quite anxious and talk a lot, and it eventually got down the chain to me. I reached out to Nick and said, "Hey dude, seems like I did some shit to piss you off, can I give you a call?" He then took a week to respond and basically said, "I'm not happy about your behavior, can we talk about this later in the month?" He starts this drama by involving everyone in our circle and stressing everyone out by talking shit to a family friend, and then wants to resolve the issue on his own time. I'm someone who likes to resolve stuff quickly, so this has really annoyed me. So much so, that any conversation we have that isn't just him apologizing for blowing this situation way out of proportion seems like a waste of time to me. Why am I stressing about him being mad when it wasn't even his house and the situation was immediately resolved between all parties that mattered? He isn't my brother, so why should I have to deal with his problems? AITA?